Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Your Time to Shine, a radio show designed to help you explore your own divine gifts. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the beginning of March, spring just around the corner. And here in Portland, we had a little bit of sun, a little bit of rain, and boy, was I getting some serious spring fever. I'm so ready to put the heavy coats away, the gloves and the scarves, and call it a wrap up for winter and looking forward to spring. Although spring here in the Northwest just means a lot more rain, just a little bit warmer temperature. So I'm not looking exactly forward to the rain, but a little bit of sun here and there is a great thing here in the Pacific Northwest. So I hope that wherever you are, you're doing well this evening. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. So I don't know if you know this, but I have upgraded my website and done some different things to it, have spiffed it up. It looks fantastic. I'm so excited. So go on over and check it out for yourselves at www.wingsofsoulswithjulie.com. Let me know what you think. There you can find classes that I've done in the past. I'm blogging now. I know, really? Me blogging? I know. Crazy. And you can also find links here to A1R and how to tune in every Thursday night. So go over there, check it out. Let me know what you guys think about it. Reach me over my Facebook pages at Julie YeagerWalker Medium or Your Time to Shine. Let me know what you think. Anyway, on there, one of the things I've talked about is how to find the perfect medium for you. If you're out there and you're looking to do a personal reading, or maybe you are all looking for a group reading, of course, you can hit me up. However, if you're out there looking and you're wanting to, try out and check into a few people, maybe someone's giving you a reference. Maybe you just feel a real strong pull to a website that you've pulled up. So, it's really important to find the right medium psychic who is going to resonate with you. It's just as important to find that right person as it is to find the right doctor or dentist or naturopath. It's got to be somebody that resonates with you. How do you know if that person is going to resonate with you? Sometimes all you have to do is check out their website, look at their photographs, and you'll get kind of an instant feeling about that person. And if that doesn't work, then by all means, call them up, email them, ask them if they give free 20-minute consultations to find out, how it is that they connect with spirit. How is it that they bring in the messages? Sometimes you will find a medium or a psychic that will need to have an object of either your personal item, or maybe maybe you're trying to connect with a loved one, and so they'd want an article of clothing or something from that person who has passed. Those types of mediums, they can feel and sense the energy from those items, and then that's how they do their reading. So ask them, what is it that you are going to need from me when we go into a session? Ask them what a session looks like, right? Do you come in with your questions and do they answer the questions right away? Do they do a reading in the beginning and then, wait to the end to answer your questions? There's some mediums who are really, particular, that they are really into the connection, and by someone interjecting or asking questions kind of throws them off a little bit. That's not me. I am very much into having my clients interact with me during the session and asking questions about it. But there are some who it kind of interrupts their flow. And so, you have to be cognizant of that and take that into consideration as well. So ask them, talk to them. You will get a sense how they answer the questions, how it feels to you, how it feels within your body. You're going to know if they're the right fit for you. And then, of course, trust spirit, trust your guides that they're going to bring you to the right person, bring you to the right medium or the right psychic at the right time. Maybe you're looking at a website and it just doesn't feel right. Give it a week, give it a couple of weeks, and then go back and look at it again and see if the feeling is different, because maybe it just isn't the right time to get a reading, right? Maybe it's the right person that you're looking at, just not the right time. So there's lots of things to look at when you are looking for that perfect person to bring forward the messages from your loved ones and your guides and your angels. And of course, there are people out there that specialize in different things. Me personally, I'm kind of all over the board. I can usually get readings and information from spirits, guides, loved ones, sometimes pets. So it just kind of depends on what it is that spirit is wanting me to bring through for the person sitting in front of me. But there are people out there that specialize in those types of things. So when you're looking, make sure that you're looking for those people that might specialize in those areas. Maybe all you want to do is connect with your pet, right? Um, so also reach out to me. I know lots of mediums and psychics out there that do different things, especially if you want to reach out to a pet. I know fabulous people here in Portland who give wonderful psychic readings for pets and things of that nature. So take your time when you're looking for the right person. Make sure it's the right fit and keep looking if you haven't found the right fit, because I promise you that spirit will direct you to the right person at the right time. They always do. All right. Perfect. Well, I hope that all helped you out there to find that perfect medium. And right now, we're going to go to the phone lines, and we're talking to Jeanette in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Good evening, Jeanette, and welcome to Your Time to Shine.
Good morning. Sorry, good evening.
It is. Are you trying to move faster into Friday?
I know it. Yeah.
What can I do for you this evening?
Well, I just want to connect for like sometimes I feel like sick, and when there's a spirit that's close to me, and you can feel the like I have a terrible headache, and it doesn't go away for 3 days. And after 3 days, and I feel like all my eyes was burning, and I don't know if that spirit was so close to me.
Okay. So, do you do readings of your own for people, or do you
No,
do you just sense spirit around you?
I just sense it. I just sense it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Um, so in a situation like that, when you're sensing spirit, so you pick up on spirit through feeling in your body, and so what that means sometimes is spirit can be showing you how they have passed on, right? By the pain that you're feeling in the body. Sometimes they know that that's just the best way to get to you is to show you something physical. Now, if it lasts for days and days, number one, you can ask, what is the message that they're trying to bring through to you, and see what comes of that. The second thing to do is say, thank you for showing this to me, right? But now you can take that pain away, right? Because it's not really your responsibility to carry that pain because it's not yours. So ask them to lift that off of you and to release that, right? Um, the other thing you can do is disconnect from that energy. Like if you have received the message, or you can say thank you, yes, I feel you, do you have a message for me, can you show me in another way, right? And ask them to take that pain away and not and not keep it on you. Um, a lot of times when I am working with a client and I
Mm-hmm.
bring spirit in, once I connect with them and I'm done with them, I do something to disconnect that energy, right?
Yes.
You can clap your hands, you can stomp your feet, you can, um, snap your fingers, whatever that is for you, to literally disconnect that energy and see if that will help you with some of those energetic feelings that you're feeling. It's just that you're not disconnecting from spirit when you connect with them. Okay. Um,
Okay.
Another thing that you can do is expansion. Do you work with expansion at all?
No.
Okay. So when you work with expansion, it's expanding your energy field, it's expanding your vibration, right? And this also will kind of help uh, with those feelings, right? So what you want to do is find, imagine your heart, and then imagine a bright light, and then as it gets bigger and bigger, and then expand that light out to fill your body, and then expand it out past you to fill the room in your house and to fill your house. And just keep expanding that light out as far as you can in every direction, front, back, up, and down sides. Um, and what that does is it expands your energy, expands your vibration, puts you at a higher vibration, that you can feel. Number one, you can feel spirit a little bit easier. And number two, it's
Mhm.
easier for you to disconnect when you need to disconnect. Okay.
Okay.
It also will help you with those lower energies and the lower vibrations that you might be feeling as well.
Okay. But did you sense any anything close to me, like spirit that was come to me?
So I'm seeing that you have a lot of angels surrounding you and protecting you and helping you through this. Um, I keep hearing the word kinetic energy. That's how you're connecting is through kinetic energy. Um, it's like you can feel the vibration, feel the energy of those spirits around me, or around me, around you. Um,
Hmm.
hold on just a moment. I feel like you're picking up, especially some of your past loved ones, that they're really trying hard to connect with you, to say hello and greet you from the other side. They said you're so very, very gifted, and
Hmm.
they would love to be able to communicate with you a little bit more. So by expanding your gifts, um, by looking into some classes on how to work with your gifts, right? How to manage them, how to better understand what spirit is bringing through for you. And so to look
Hmm.
up, to look up some people who offer classes. I know I've said this on the show. I'm writing my own class to kind of help teach mediums and psychics some of the techniques that I have learned, that have helped guide me, but I'm not quite there yet to launch the class. But a
Hmm.
class that would be very helpful for you to just kind of understand. You've got this amazing gift. It's just that you're just cracking it open to figure out how to use that gift.
Yes. Yes.
Hmm.
And I always have sometimes a dream, and a dream sometimes is like a promenation sometimes. And
Hmm.
then
Yes.
when I dream, exactly the same time, the same scenario. And then after, maybe in a real life, after a week or a month, and it come true. Just of
Hmm.
whatever on my dream, it come true in real
Yes.
life.
Yes. So what's happening there for you is that you're doing what they call astro travel. Have you heard of that?
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
So you're
it says a lot.
actually, yeah, so you're actually your soul, for those who don't know, astral traveling is basically when you're in your sleep, um, your soul leaves your body and travels and visits friends and family, and in your case, visits the future, right? To see what's going
Hmm.
on in the future and future events. And so this is why in your dreams you're having these experiences. It's because you are actually experience them with your soul in another time and space dimension, right? And so that is one of your gifts, right? Not
Yes,
only can you see this in your dreams, but you can learn to understand how to see this and talk to spirit about, future events, about things that can help people understand, maybe what they're going through a little bit more clearly, or what might be happening in the future to help them, right? It's very much a gift.
exactly. That's what I feel. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. And I can feel the energy of the people that surrounds me. And then if
Uh-huh.
the energy is so strong, then I can figure it out what it is, and I let it go right away. So I didn't pursue it because I feel like scared. I'm scared that I was thinking maybe it's gonna be happen the opposite way.
What do you mean by the opposite way?
Like opposite way. Instead of the right moment and the right dream that I have, it will be like, how can I explain it? It will be like a big thunder of like a hurricane, and it's been blowing, blowing, blowing all around. And then when it hit one spot, it changed right away, and I can come back on that spot. That's what I feel.
Right. So what they're showing me is it's kind of a twofold thing. It's a little bit of your because you're just coming into this trying to understand what it is. There's always a little bit of insecurity, a little bit of fear. Am I really getting this right? Am I really understanding right? So they want you to know to trust what you're getting, because they are
Hmm.
bringing it to you and you're experiencing it. The one thing that you do have to understand is if spirit is bringing you information, sometimes um, knowing the exact time or day can be a little bit off, a little bit skewed, because time on the other side is not the same as time here in our human existence. And so,
Yes, I know
uh,
that. Yeah.
right, right. So that can get a little bit skewed. But what they're saying is the events that you're seeing, or maybe like the timeline, is very, very accurate.
So okay. And is there any other people that surround me in real life that giving me a hard time? Like anything I can do, even though it's right, it's always wrong for them.
Mm, right. So, um, right. What they're showing me is that, when you get this information, you have to first ask the person, well, ask spirit first, is this person open enough to be able to receive the information I'm going to give them? And you're going to know through your intuition, by spirit telling you through your intuition, that yes, this person can understand and hear what you have to say. Because sometimes, even though we're getting the information, right? If it's not an actual client who's sitting in front of you or a family member sitting in front of you saying, yes, I want to hear this information, right? If it's just information coming through, sometimes it's really not ours to give unless the person on the other side is open and willing to hear what we have to say, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we have to ask ourselves first, is this the right time to tell this person this information? Are they open and willing to receive this information? And if you get no, then it's really either not the time to tell them or they're just not ready to hear it in that particular moment in time. Now, that doesn't mean that maybe a day later, a week later, a month later, they might be, open and willing to hear this. But when you're getting information from spirit, it's very personal, right? To whoever you're speaking to. And so you have to keep that in mind, especially like when loved ones pass, right? And say you're picking up on their loved one that's passed and you know that they're
Mm-hmm.
there, they may not be really ready to hear what their loved one is having to say because they're in a grieving period, because they're just so caught up in grief they really can't hear anything at that point. So
Yeah.
does that make sense to you?
Yes, this makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Did that answer your question?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
like I want to learn for myself how to trust my instinct.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And and because it's every time I close my eyes, and even though I'm so tired and I'm lying down and I can sleep, but there's a there's an hour and a it is an hour and a day that it passed by, and there's a when I'm lying down, when I close my eyes, even though I'm not really ready to sleep,
Mhm.
and it looked like the spirits surround me and saying to me, close your eyes and meditate for yourself. And then when I meditate, and that's time it comes, all my dreams.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Um, right, because that time, like just before we fall asleep or when we are in really deep sleeps, right, that is the best time for them to get through to us. And the reason being is because our conscious mind just shuts off, right? So we can sleep. So we have our unconscious mind working, and that is the best time for them to be able to get through to us. It's really when we are at our most vulnerable state. And I say that in a good way. It's not like a scary thing. It's not like they're there to take advantage of us, but that is the best time for them to be able to get to us, to give us the messages, to be there and have these visitations, right? And so it's the same thing when you can get into that really deep state of meditation, it's that same thing, right? And so,
yeah,
that's why, the meditation practice is so important, because you learn how to receive spirit. And as you do it more and more, then you can do it, you know, outside of meditation.
that's right. That's right. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much for this insight. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you're very welcome. Yeah. Just, what I would do is, Google some mediums or, look to see who is doing classes. You can also reach out to me on my Facebook page and I could help you with some ideas and things like that if you'd like. Or my website, which is wingsofsoulswithjulie.com. And I can kind of help you with that search.
Thank you. I will see
You're very welcome. I hope you have a wonderful evening.
you too.
Okay. Thank you. I love it. I love connecting with people who are just coming into their gifts, who are wakening up, who are feeling spirit around them. It's absolutely beautiful, and I love. This is what makes it all worth it for me. So we are coming down to the last little bit of our show. Everyone, thank you so much again for tuning in tonight. I so appreciate you being here. Again, my new website, go check it out, www.wingsofsoulswithjulie.com, or my Facebook pages, Julie YeagerWalker Medium, or Your Time to Shine. Good evening, everyone. Have a wonderful week. We will see you again next Thursday.